of the man. If my man says, baby, put my goods away, I'ma go change.
Then dip me underway. Kiss my mouth for flow, flow, flow. Hold me till I scream for every.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is man+The, but here on these YouTube streets I go by Glow Up. MUA. Welcome. If you're new, do not forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the post notification bell so that you will be notified every time I do put up a new video. To all my ride or dies, all my regular schmegulars, all my day ones is the A1. Hi Glowwies, I hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. And basically in this video, I'm going to tell you guys why it's been a minute. I'm going to just let you guys into my thoughts. I'm going to just let you guys into my life in terms of just like things that are going on and the decisions that I'm making and things. We're just going to talk. We're just going to sit down and have a girl chat and just talk about everything that's been going on, be it my life, the internet's life, everything else like that. So if this is something that you want to see, stay tuned. I would love to be doing this with something beveragey and alcoholic-y, but guess I know we are here now and there's nothing more that we can do or say about that. But anyway, so let's talk about the reasons why there's not going to be a June diary, there's not going to be a July diary. Basically, life was lifing me. Basically, I realized that I have a lot of things going on in my life that were requiring and rather draining my system so much that I couldn't even give have a concept of what I wanted the diaries to be like. Yes, I had experiences with my boys. Yes, I was still living my day-to-day life, but I think I was technically at that time, June, July, I was literally rolling on 40%. I had only 40% capacity for anything and everything in my life. And I just decided that let me just focus on recouping and getting myself together. So yeah, there's not going to be any June diary. I still vlogged because remember you guys, I do vlogging and I record my life simply for the memories of the things that are going on, so that in a good time, in maybe 10 years time when Nigolo is older, I can just look at him, look at you acting a fool, look at you being like this. That in itself leading me into something that has been like kind of going through my mind is the fact that I would love and I want to start taking him out of social media, simply because I just feel like sometimes, yes, I'm creating these memories and I'm putting them on the platform, but also I feel like I'm overexposing my child. You guys are like literally just gonna be in my brain and we're gonna process things together. Then you guys must comment below if you think I'm being rational or irrational. But like for myself, is irrational a word? Anyway, we're here now. But I feel like I'm overexposing my child and I want him to, and also I've been seeing a lot of like older kids that were in family channels and were put on social media, that so much of them has been so affected by it. But also remember, I don't have a big platform, so I don't think for myself right now it's doing anything. There's nobody that's commenting on my child's other than positive things, and but also at the same time, like, maybe some memories are just meant to be in an album at home or in a folder in a laptop and whatever. Sorry, I'm also recovering from a cold. So yeah, that's also one of those things. But also, like, really and honestly, you guys, I've had zero capacity for anything, baby, for anything. All right, but yeah, I'm excited to be back. I'm gonna do a lot more of sit down videos. That's the other thing that's gonna happen with the channel, is that I love talking, guys, and I love doing makeup. I actually filmed this video before with my makeup on, but I just didn't like how it was and all the stuff that we spoke about, and I feel like it was outdated because I filmed it like a month ago, or like, no, not a month ago, like 2 weeks ago. So I was just like, I need to come back and talk to you guys properly. But yeah, there's still gonna be vlogs. There's still going to be moments where he might appear in on my videos and stuff like that. There's still going to be like, it's going to be a trial and error situation for me, because I do like showing you guys some of the things that I get up to. And unfortunately, my son is the apple of my eye. So most of these things I want to share with you guys. And some of you guys also met me when I was pregnant, and I was telling you guys, like, pregnancy, the pits, I do not recommend. If you're pregnant, congratulations, but personally for myself, honey, I didn't like the experience and everything else like that. But yeah, that's basically why there's not going to be any June or July video. In August, I'm going to try to be intentional with my vlogging and just go back slightly to like original way of vlogging, just to kind of like give content as well. I'm not really getting up to much, you know, but I'm going to vlog for you guys and just show you guys the things that I get up to. So you guys, let's talk about child. I'm recovering from a cold. Like, I'm sitting here acting like I'm fine and I'm danny, baby. I'm sick. Oh, you guys also twisted? No, you guys are fine. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about myself and something that I decided to do for myself and what led me to get to that point of doing that. So I am currently on a no contact reset point in my life right now. So I'm doing it for a week, but I'm most probably going to extend it to maybe a month, not a month per se, but like maybe like a couple more days or a couple more weeks, depending on how I feel. So the thing with it is, I had to realize with myself, with everything that was happening in the months that were, that what has been different in my life, what has been, and I realized I am more expressive. You get what I'm saying? I am talking far more than I'm listening. I am talking far more than I'm digesting my life. I am talking far more than, so I would feel like what it felt like to me is that I'm spending too much time talking. I'm spending too much time talking to people. I'm spending too much time just engaging in other people's things. I'm taking too much time dealing with so many other things, but not dealing with myself per se. So I'm on a no contact silence week. What this means, what it entails for me is that I am not speaking to anybody except the people that I live with in my house, because reality and truth of the matter is I'm getting married to this man. This is my child. They're not going anywhere. We live in the same house. If I wanted to do a pure silent retreat, baby, I gotta get my ass out of here and go book myself somewhere else. So because that ain't happening, those are the people that I'm talking to. Sorry. Those are the people that I'm only communicating with. Meaning that I'm having zero communication with my sister, zero communication with my mom, zero communication with my little brother, zero communication with my cousins, zero communication with my friends, zero communication with anybody outside of my little family unit that I'm building. Not to say that they have done anything wrong. No. Simply because I needed to rebalance and recalibrate. Is that even a word? Yeah. I'm trying to rebalance my household. I'm trying to rebalance my household by rebalancing myself. Because my household is truly a reflection of where I am mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. My household reflects that. You get what I'm saying? So it has been such an amazing journey to realize that, guys, we talk way too, as I'm talking right now, I feel like I'm talking way too much. We talk way too much. We talk so much that we think we're listening to people, but we're actually not. Because I will be on phone conversations for hours on end and everything else like that. But like, am I hearing what the next person is saying? Am I understanding the emotion that this person is portraying to me? Am I understanding what effect that conversation is having on my life? Meaning that, yes, if you are telling me about your problems and I'm listening and I'm talking to you and you're engaging about this, how much of it am I internalizing? How much of it keeps me up at night and I am constantly tossing and turning? Because the past month I've been struggling to fall asleep. I've been struggling to sleep. And it has come to a point where I just feel like it's because my mind is always reeling. Like my mind is always just going and going and going. If I'm not thinking about Mingelo, if I'm not thinking about my partner, if I'm not thinking about my family, if I'm not thinking about my friends, if I'm not thinking about my own life, if I'm not thinking about my bank account, if I'm not thinking, it's constantly just things going on. So I wanted to just be in silence. And the pleasure of that is that I am blessed right now in the state that I'm in right now, that I'm home. most of the time. I am by myself because my son is at daycare, my partner's at work, I'm by myself. You know, and that to most people is just like, why aren't you working? Why don't you do it? Girl, don't tell me things I know. Okay, that's just the thing about it. Don't tell me things that I know. But it's kind of like one of those things that it's a blessing right now, because it's in the season that I'm at right now, is that God wants me to silence everything. I want to silence everything. You know, sometimes we pray for the spirit of discernment, and we pray for wisdom, we pray for understanding, we pray for God to show us. But we are so engaged with so many things that even if God was to like give you a red sign, a red flag to say, hey, this is not what's meant to be happening in your life, we won't see it. We'll just analyze, okay, I see the red flag over there, but what is the cause of this red flag? Does it even matter? Because now I still have to think about 1, 2, 3, and 4. And unfortunately also I'm like an overthinker. So I will analyze everything. So I took this week of silence just to say, okay, it was fortunate that I also got sick. So everything just worked. You know, when God puts it together, it puts it together. So it has given me a new perspective. And the perspective that I am currently like realizing right now is that I need to limit, for the person that I am, and for the character that I have, and for the personality that I have, I need to limit over engaging with people. I need to limit over like engaging with. I know we're not an island, guys. I know and I get it. I understand. We need social interaction. And I'm not saying that it's not necessary, but for who I am and for my personality, if I'm around too many energies, it affects me. If I'm around too many energies, if I'm engaging with too many energies, if I am just, it just affects me and I can't deal with it anymore. I don't want to think 24/7. I don't want to be at a point where I'm a functioning anxiety person. Like everything about me is like, taking my son to school in a stroller and walking, I am looking at all fours. I am looking at so many things. I am thinking about, okay, is this the right way to walk? Because if the car comes, then the wind is going to blow, then he's going to get sick. Then it's another week of him not being at home. And then what am I going to entertain him with him? Then there's going to be this, then there's going to be that, then there's going to be this. Then it's a lot for a girl. Okay? Ew. It's a lot for a girl. And I'm just basically saying, I'm trying to like hear myself again. I'm trying to hear myself out of the noise of everybody's everything, out of the noise of my own personal. I just need to hear myself again. I just need to be reborn into myself again. I just need to hear, guys. I really need to, I want to really be able to hear myself and to be able to identify the voice of God. Because so yeah, now that that formality is done, it's out of the picture. Let's just talk, guys. Let's just talk. First and foremost, I am so puzzled by something that's unfolding on social media. If you guys haven't seen, the scandal is shocking me. I'm talking to you guys like you guys are my friends. The scandal is shocking me simply because Lizzo preaches so much positivity. Everything that's happening around her, everything that's coming out, the body shaming allegations, which is very much allegedly, because nothing has been confirmed by a court of law or anything else like that, but it's so traumatizing. And it also brings me back to something that I've always said, and I've always like kind of like thought of in how I wanted to present myself on social media, more especially, let's say I blow up and I become big and everything else like that, right? I wanted to be known that I am human. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's so essential as people, or as rather as people with platforms, you know, that are huge and everything else, always showcase your human part, because then people have more grace. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not excusing what she has done to be like, oh, because she's human, we must forgive and stuff like that. No, but the whole incident that's happening just led me to thinking back for like, as people, as much as you want to come to a platform with a stance, you get what I'm saying? You want to come to a platform with like, I am very much a Christian woman. I go by the word of God and I do this, and that's like your MO, and that's how you gain your following and everything else. And that, even you can do that, but also always add the element of you are human, because at times, as much as you're following God, the devil tests. and the devil moves however way he wants to move. And sometimes you cave into the devil, and then people will vilify you because they have now lost the image of the fact that you are simply still just a human. You know, you have, it's in the same with pastors. Like for myself, I think the church that I was in helped me to like know that, you know what, people are just humans. People have battles. As much as when you are praying, you know that God is convicting you on this, reprimanding you on that, doing this. Other people also have the same. It's just that now they have more eyes on them. You get what I'm saying? So that was like an interesting thing for me. Like I feel like a lot of like social media people need to realize that keeping that element of saying like I am not perfect. Like, I am not perfect. I am just like you. You know, I'm just, and I love that. And I think it also even aids to the authenticity of a person because we get to see you. One thing, God rest his soul, child. Plus, my man played his music this morning. AKA, one thing I've always said, the reason why I enjoyed AKA's personality because from jump, he came out like that. From jump, he never pretended like, sorry, oh yeah, he never gave you an illusion. You got his personality, you got his ego, you got all of him. And so when things happened, we were still able to recover because we know as his fans, we're able to say, well, all right, then it's just AKA being AKA because he never lied and gave us some image that we were never really like privy of, if that makes sense. So yeah, there's a lot that's happening there, you guys. Like if you guys haven't checked out the scandal that's happening with Lizzo, please do because it's giving problematic queen. It's giving we wanted to root for you. It's giving like we were fighting out. Like you don't understand. So, but yeah, also it's just like it's minor things if you look at it in the spectrum of life in itself. It's just that like why do we idolize people so much that when they show that they're humans or scandals come out, we are ever also, the other thing is that we are so quickly to condemn as well. Immediately when something pops up, we are condemning. And now also the funny thing with like social media that I find hilarious is that all the time good stories are coming out. Oh, my experience with this person was so good. My experience with that person was so good. Because like this is the wave that we are on. Immediately when a scandal drops or something big happens, then people start, because now Lizzo's boyfriend's ex-girlfriend came out and was talking about how they came. Sis, why didn't you talk before? Like, why didn't you tell? Because it's your story. Be it, no matter what happens, whether people love this person or not, it's your story. And if you feel like this is something that you want, why share it now when everything is falling? When everything is falling. I was also, you guys, Mommy's Club. Woo! In Goksam. But I'm still watching. I'm watching first and foremost because I love Marble. Marble or Mabel. I call her Mabel because it just sounds better. It makes more sense as Mabel rather than Marble. You get, I love her. I love her personality. I feel like she's carrying the show for me because she's the most genuine. Like she seems so genuine in herself, in her cuteness, in her like naivety of sorts to some degree. But like I love her, whatever. But then let's get into let's characters real quickly. Miss Mobs, she has one more time to ask an obvious question that she knows is going to instigate. I get it. This is her baton. This is the role that she has right now. Okay, baton. This is her platform. I meant she is meant to like push everybody's buttons. But baby, you got one more time. You got one more time to say something that's obvious, and then we go to Tseho. First and foremost, allegedly you're not filming in your house, ma'am. That's weird. We need a house that looks lived in. At least jump on the couches a little bit. At least do something. Act like there are kids up in the house. More especially, it's 3 under 5 or something like that. Maybe there should be. Okay, but then maybe what if people are not as easy as us and like being like, oh, if there's toys, they're gonna come back and play with them. I'm not gonna tell you them, mom. But like, I like her. I feel like she was overreacting with the wild thing, and it just kept on coming up way too many episodes that it was just like boring at this point. But yeah, she's all right. We don't see nothing of hers that's giving like I would want to see her outside of this. Loved her mom. Her mom is beautiful, but she's not giving anything else, if that makes sense. Like It's just and also very, very, her diary sessions very judgmental, very like, why do you say that? Because already she didn't like Ratile from jump. Like, child, that lady said, I don't like you. And it's going to be evident. Every time you see me, you're going to see my face that I don't like you. Okay? But yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Then we have, who? Tsehu, Ratile. Let's do Ratile. Ratile Wambor. Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Wambor. Her event, girls with 4 pipes. Goshisanyam. I get what the ladies wanted. It would have been nice to experience something like, if you're from Bloom, you will know this Killer K. If you're gonna do a 4 pipe thing, it makes more sense to take everybody to Killer K than you would say to take them to New York, or to take them to, like, I don't know, but like, give them the experience. If you're giving hood, give hood, and Killer K is best for that because it's still luxury, but at the same time, there's still a car wash next door to you. There's still, when you look outside, you're in the hood. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyway, Atila's boring. And the fact that she used the term Jolofina was just like, girl, get off social media, get off the blogs, get off whatever. People love whoever they want to love. Yes, sometimes they love for the wrong reasons, but baby, they won't love either way. And that's enough, because there's a love of something. If it's a love of money, if it's a love of how easy the women are, there's some form of love right there. So we move. Then there's Nunurai. In the latest episode, I was like, yes, queen. I was like, yes. Because one thing's for sure, ne? Nunurai is now starting to wake up to the fact that we need more, Sisi. We need some. If you're not going to give us your family life, you must stir some pots. If we're not going to see your husband like this, if we're not going to see for what is happening in your household, do please understand that you need to start doing something. And this time she was like, for South Africa, for South, as a Zimbabwe, she was like, for South Africa, we are here to find out who the father of the child is. And quite frankly, she literally asked, are we all going to ask questions about what is trending, what trends about us? And unfortunately for her, ain't nothing about her that's trended for me that I've seen. So it's best to be the one that pokes. Poke, baby, poke. And yeah, let's do Omotle. I don't know why she's there personally. I don't know. Like, I guess she's a supporting act and everything else like that. A friend to the show, rather. But like, her personality is not giving anything. She looked very rattled up for a question that I think she knows that most people is the one question that they want answered about her life. You know, yeah, she was good there, but baby, you've been more in the vlogs, not about the work that you're doing on television, but far more about your scandals. So that's going to be the question. So I don't understand her addition to the show, honestly, but like, it's fine. She's a mommy. Okay, cool. Then we go to Mehappy, Her Majesty Simelan. How to somebody that said, listen, I'm getting a spin-off show. How to somebody that said, I want South Africa to be so in my life that they want to see it more and more and more and more. That is a strategic reality person right there. That is Happy is carrying the show on her back simply because she is showing us everything. We have been in Happy's house with her children, with her everything. We know, so they've been in therapy. They've done Alice, everything like this. She's even engaged, guys. She's even like, she gave us everything. Okay, I don't like, I have my qualms with her, I have my problems with her. I personally just feel like the way she talks to her kids is not nice. The way she doesn't hear her children triggers me so much, because her children are very verbal kids. Like, they would tell, we don't like this and this and this, and then she'll try to justify it with something. I was like, no, ma'am, it's literally what I just said. I don't like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and when you're taking it and doing what with it? You get what I'm saying? And the fact that, like, your husband died, okay, he died, and then the next thing, the girl he died with is a tweet, but there by your graveside, you are there with flowers as though he is the saint that's worked the earth. No. But like, she said the show was hers, and she said the show is gonna be mine, and she said, I'm gonna get a spin-off. I'm gonna get a spin-off out of this, and they should give her a spin-off, or they should give her a bigger paycheck, because she's carrying all the ladies. Yes, the other ladies may have come with like their social media followings and everything else like that, but like in terms of us giving us content, that lady said, come. Oh, also, let me tell you guys some of the movies that I've watched, or some of the things that I've watched currently. Okay, Fatal Seduction, it's what it's called on Netflix. It's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna be watching part 2 because I feel like the plot, that man, that lady's husband has a lot to tell us. He has a lot to tell us, and he has a lot to tell us. But yeah, Fatal Seduction was good. I'm also watching on Netflix How to Be a Cult Leader because I just like it. I like anything cults, guys. I like anything conspiracy. I like anything true crime. I like anything cult like. I like everything. Those are the stuff. You guys know this by now. You guys, come on. I watched that, and then what else I watched? I also watched The Little Mermaid. Guys, I don't know if it's because I'm older or if because I get it Ariel irritated, or if it's maybe it's because I have a child now. I can understand the dad, but Ariel irritates me so much, so much that I'm just like, why do you want to leave everything for a human that are gonna pollute the ocean? That's gonna kill your whole generation. But anyway, that's none of my business because I am a human, and also my man might just leave my everything as well for my man. But who knows? I watched Ariel and The Little Mermaid. I've also watched Insidious, The Red Door, and I gave it a 6 out of 10 simply because I am a fan. I am literally a fan of the franchise, but 2 or 1, I can't remember which one specifically is still in the top tier, but like this one, it's still, for it to be like the finale, it still has questions, so I'm trying to figure out what the spin-off is going to be. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I watched that. I watched Ruby the Teenage Kraken. Lovely. I love animation. I can sit and watch animation all day every day. What else have I watched? I watched so much, like especially in this week of silence. It's silence, yes, in terms of I'm not talking to anybody and everything else like that, but I'm engaged. I'm watching a lot of stuff because I was also sick, so that happened. What else have I watched? I watched Grey Matter, 5 out of 10. I'm excited to watch the Barbie movie. I don't know. I think it's the marketing strategy. We don't know what the movie is going to be about, but everybody else, so far the reviews are just like, it's all right to watch, but it's like basically just like a F you to men, which is fine. And then, what else? Yeah. That's all I've been watching. So you guys, that is it for this video. I know I'm like talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. But yeah, I'm glad to be back. I don't know why I'm saying I'm glad to be back as though I went away. I didn't go away. I just didn't film. But yeah, I'm excited to start talking to you guys more. And also I'm gonna be doing, you guys have noticed I do a lot of short film content. It gets me a lot of views that way. I have the algorithm likes me that side a little bit, not the greatest, but it likes me that side on shorts. And yeah, go follow me on all my social media platforms. You can go find me on TikTok. I cook there. I do fun stuff. TikTok is just fun, guys. I don't know when people start taking TikTok so seriously, but TikTok is so fun. The filters, the everything. So you can go get me on TikTok. I'm Glow Up everywhere. Anyway, Glow Up everywhere. So yeah, I love you guys, and I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I hope August is treating you guys fantastic, as it's only been a week right now, but I hope it's amazing. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.